Chat, here we go. We got the Battle of the Spaniards. CRR and Atomik. I don't think we've seen these guys play against each other, but Atomik played recently in the Feer 5K. I hadn't seen him play too much of my stuff. I think that's the first time he's ever played on my channel, but he made it into the top 8 of the Feer 5K, and he looked solid. So did CRR, but they didn't meet each other there. Both of them lost in the quarterfinals. So in theory, we should have a fairly even matchup. I do think CRR has the edge, rocking the Argentinian flag here to represent the team that is in the World Cup final. These guys' team of Spain, I think, had an early exit, right? A surprising early exit, something like that. We'll see how this matchup goes down. CR and the Fennec, Octane for Atomik. CRR still in EU, obviously, as we set up this matchup. I think we'll probably see CRR and Furia and all the Travelers, even probably Gen G, hanging out in their respective homes until the end of the holidays, if I had to guess. Atomik, a carry, 360 into the dribble, but loses it. Able to get back to the ball before much happens. And he has been the aggressor here at the start of this match. Did not grab this corner boost, though. Really no reason not to after making all the effort to get there. I think it's just a pure mistake. He's prevented CRR from having any real shot attempt so far, even any extended possession. Atomik maybe reacting to the early fake challenge of CRR, popped that ball. CRR able to stay in control of it. Look at the lusty power. Atomik trying to basically psycho it back to the other half of the field. These two attacking full field back and forth. CRR is going to have probably his first real opportunity here as he gets to gain control of a dribble, faking the flick, and Atomik able to challenge before CRR does anything with it. Really strong bump. Is it enough to find an opening? It is, just inside the post. CRR, very solid shot attempt here. Was not guaranteed to go in, but found the window. CRR from the ceiling somehow gets a demo. I don't understand how he was able to take Atomik off the field there. CRR up for the early dribble. Atomik gets bumped. And CRR might have been held at bay for the first minute or so. But he is on board now. Going to All Reliable to get himself this lead. Spain lost to the best team in the tourney. Wait, who did Spain lose to? CRR set up off the backboard. Can he get this read? Look at this shot from CRR. Recognizes that with pace, he should be able to beat Atomik back to the net, who is only playing off a couple pads. He is not going to be able to stop that slam dunk. CRR just gifted a free goal. Oh, maybe not. I thought the bounce was going to be much more favorable, but Atomik had the correct read. Spain lost to Morocco. Oh, is that right? Yeah, Morocco has been playing well. Morocco plays today, right? In a couple hours. Morocco and France. CRR, the fake, gets Atomik up. Even though he connects with the ball, he does not get enough of a connection to prevent the rolling slow take. Seems like most people want Morocco to win. Chat, who do you guys want to win the match today? Seems like France wants France to win, and then not France wants Morocco to win. Do I have that read correctly? If you want France to win and you're not French, are there like Mbappe fans maybe? He's supposed to be real good, right? Am I revealing how much I know about football? History will be made and an easier matchup for Argentina. You say that until Morocco wins it all. Atomik getting his second goal. He has been completely silenced since the start of the game. CRR not able to get this bump. And so Atomik able to finish it off. I saw a lot of Mbappe jerseys when I went to France. A lot of different shops would have a jersey of his. Oh, look at this double from CRR. CRR has found a way to score on these double taps that you don't see a ton in ones. They're frequently going to come off kickoffs, though. Oh, it's a reset double. Oh, my goodness. CRR. Filthy from him. An American who calls football football. I'm smart enough to call it football in the presence of a Rocket League stream. I know that that's, you know, the term that probably most people will relate to. And I've already talked about how the US had like an ad campaign about like going all in on calling it soccer. And I was very confused because I thought that the US just kind of understood that, you know, for some reason we have this inferior name and we call the game where the foot touches the ball not football. And that's just unfortunate. But apparently the US just leaned into it super hard and was like, it's soccer. Like, oh, it is? Oh, okay. I have to now be prideful that we call it soccer? I feel like that's just a mistake we made that we've had to live with for a long time, but not what the ad campaign was telling me. CRR, nice pop. To send it over the challenge of Atomik. When England didn't beat USA, it became soccer. That's the only argument for it being soccer. CRR 7-2. He is definitely the favorite coming in the matchup. He's showing you why right now as he half flips out of the kickoff and slams in yet another goal. Yeah, at this point, the thing is, American football is not going to stop being called football. So when you're talking to Americans, you have to call it soccer. Otherwise, people are just going to be confused. But in the context of these streams, which I think are pretty international, you know, football is the right name to use because that's what most people are expecting. And nobody thinks we're talking about American football when we just spent 5 minutes saying World Cup and Mbappe and Messi. I think everyone knows what football we're talking about. Game number 1 goes to CRR, the more tenured 1v1 player from Spain. Can Atomik regain? Game number 2. CRR on the sun. I don't know what that means, by the way. He's had that as his name, at least for the past couple days. Anybody know? Anybody want to enlighten me in case they do know? There is usually some reason that I just wouldn't understand. Whether it be anime, I feel like all anime references go over my head. So if it happened to be an anime reference, I wouldn't know. And if it's, I don't know, there's tons of references I wouldn't know. Chat, does anybody have an idea of what on the sun is, other than just CRR saying that he's on the sun? CRR possession play after going down early. Atomik into Fennec, recognizing what car is best for 1v1. Here you got to do 1v1 World Cup. People have been asking me about doing 1v1 World Cup. What you have to understand is we can't just magically make the servers good for that, you know? I say we because I think people have asked Johnny for it too, right? So it's not super easy to set up. You could do it on the EU side. You could just take US, Canada, Brazil, Chile, all these great. Who's the best Argentinian 1v1er? You could take all those out and just do EU. But is that really what you want to do? That's not really a World Cup now, is it? You have to take one player from the USA. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could take a USA player who's really far east so that they can kind of get good ping on EU. But then how do you want to get like South America involved as well, right? And you just can't. Not fair. Ooh, Atomik. Late turnaround. Didn't want to save it into the corner. So stops it on the goal line. Is backing off this ball as CRR tries to bait him into making a misplay and instead tried to catch him for hanging out too close. But Atomik does get the save. It's another early lead for Atomik. He wasn't able to hold on to it late in the previous game. He's going to hand over a goal here as it goes to 2-1. A World Cup land for real. I don't know when it'll be able to happen. Yeah, it would definitely be pretty exciting. To do qualifiers and stuff for it as well. I'm not sure you would need to. What's the most contested country? US maybe? I mean, because just everybody's in the US. Although I think Daniel is probably just the US representative. Does anybody beat Jack to represent England? I don't think anybody beats Joyas to represent the Netherlands. I guess KSA is either Rawas or TRK right now, so you could argue that that one's still contested. Nice save from Atomik. It's actually going to be a good enough save to get himself another goal, unless he misses wide, which he does. Should have been a third goal for Atomik. Every goal is precious against the guy who just beat you 7-2. You never know when he's going to explode for some more offense. Jesse beats Joyas. Good point. Good point, Dot. Forgot about that. Fake from CRR ties up the game. That's what I'm talking about. If Atomik could have hit that long shot, maybe this game is still in favor of Atomik, but left a small window open trying to read that shot. Daniel is better than First Killer? Yeah, I think Daniel's pretty clearly ahead of First Killer as of late in 1v1. CRR, dribble leads nowhere. Off the ceiling. He wave dashed this back to the top right. Not enough to get Atomik to miss, but he is slowly breaking him down. Great challenge from Atomik. Long shot opportunity for him. Can't get the power though. CRR recovers. Does he want the full field dribble? Gotten spoiled here, watching players who are more than willing to take it. These guys do not have as much faith in their ability to go the entire field. CRR gets the boost at the midfield. It's able to win a side flip challenge. Should be able to chase this down. Can Atomik flip into the boost and not get demoed? He does. Escape artist is Atomik, and now he's got possession. Another early flick. CRR's challenges, or fake challenges I should say, and setups into those shadows have gotten Atomik to get rid of the ball in so many good positions. Positions where if he held it longer, made the play closer to the net, he probably stood a good chance, but he's just been feeling scared of those challenges, feeling the need to flick early. Can he hold on to this dribble a little bit longer? Tries to go over the top of CRR. CRR does get the recovery. No reason for Atomik to go up here, but CRR is forced to go up. Now, really low-scoring game in this game number 2. 2-2. Next goal likely to go to the winner. Atomik had just made it around CRR and was taking it the other way for what would have been a goal. CRR could not have caught up, but he demos him early, and then CRR scores. Atomik. What does he do here? Creeps out a little bit. Yeah, this flip out to the boost, or that turn, he just needed to get back to net sooner, but he wanted to make CRR feel the presence of him approaching him, and ends up being his downfall. Atomik can he get one goal here before the clock goes down. Ball is still up. Should be able to get 100 boost as well. CRR going to challenge early, and I think that's hitting ground. CRR 2-0. Much closer this time around, but Atomik needed that goal. We talk about that crucial goal he missed. If he had it, maybe we'd be going to overtime. Game number 3. CRR and Atomik. can always go back and watch. We just updated the title. Came here for the previous match. It still exists there. You can always watch it on the YouTube, and you can always check it out in the VOD if you really want to watch it right now. CRR, some physical play, an immediate lead, and it's got to hurt for Atomik as he has needed to gain some kind of edge here. It would have been really nice for the mental to start off early. CRR on the sun, meaning CRR on fire, which we can see he is. Wait, is that really all it's supposed to mean? He is definitely playing well. And he would certainly be more than just on fire if he was legitimately on the sun. Atomik, once again, feeling the defensive presence of CRR, who has been chasing him down and convincing him to take less than ideal first touches. Talked about before how Nupo Jorye's, Nupo was pre-jumping behind the ball and being a total madman, convincing players to ultimately not end up taking a shot, and how sometimes that can be harder to recognize as solid defense. Right now, CRR is making it so that Atomik never even gets to shoot. And if Atomik never gets to shoot, you may never think that CRR is playing amazing defense, but he's been playing spectacular defense. He's just completely preventing offense from ever even happening from Atomik. Every time he gets the ball, CRR's presence around the play convinces him to kind of make what feels like a panic touch and then lose it. And then CRR is once again back in control. Now CRR with tons of space. This flick to the opposite post works out. Atomik creeping out, turning to shadow and then trying to reverse challenge. Did not work out. Atomik able to take the back corner boost. Can he turn something out of it? If he keep this ball high, it should be tough for CRR to deal with. And that first save is not enough. It's exactly what Atomik does. No CRR's low. So he sends it just inside the corner of the net. CRR not able to get a shot going quick enough before Atomik challenges, who tries to just go for an immediate shot on net. A bit risky if CRR has the read, but if by some chance he's not reacting to it, he could have just scored right over the top of him. Atomik 52 is going to back off this one. He knows not to play the ball with CRR there. Nice demo. Somehow he was supersonic. I don't know. Side flips on top of him to finish off this demo. I'm going to watch it from CRR's perspective. That's crazy. I didn't realize you could just side flip into a demo if you're slightly offset from the person you're chasing down. Atomik, a kickoff win to start another possession. CRR has been able to escape most of these, but Atomik couldn't keep it quite high enough to play keep away from the grounded defender. He was hoping to put it at a position that CRR could not affect the bounce off the back wall, but CRR did. Now a dribble of his own. Gonna try and turn into a bump. Bit of a bump and a bit of a late second adjustment. Neither one is the key to getting it past Atomik, who now is gonna launch a long shot. CRR all about the recovery to prevent Atomik from having a follow-up, and he did just that. Long shot from Atomik. He thought maybe he could catch CRR going for boost, and he might have if it was on target. In fact, he ultimately did. No, crossbar down. CRR gonna half flip to pop it out, and I think that's the end of the attack there from Atomik. Oh, another play just barely not going his way, and he needs everything to go his way here the way CRR has been playing. CRR, another shot of defense, another save. A great read in the corner, and it's going to be a third goal for him. Atomik wanted to keep his offense going and wasn't able to. Ends up chipping it right into him. ETF Breeze, thank you for the Prime, the brand new Prime. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. No, I do not, Toy Boy. Who is my favorite Middle Eastern player? That's tough. I think a lot of the Middle Eastern players are fun to watch. CRR with a 4th. I think I would have to pick Rawas right now because we've been watching him for so long. He's been a part of the channel for a long time. And he's currently, likely the best player in the Middle East. And I also do the Rule 1 team streams. He's on Rule 1. So we have a lot of connections to Rawas, I feel like. But I really like watching Nupo play. Nupo played today. He's been really fun to watch whenever he's been on stream. Dark, of course, very exciting. I think all the Saudi players are fun to watch. And wait, what? Am I crazy? Should Atomik not have just been tapping in a goal? Wait, am I insane? What happened there? Should Atomik not have just been taking a 3rd goal? I mean, he's not out of this game. It's not over. Am I insane? Help me out here, chat. Wait, he looks tilted? That's more than just being tilted. Not scoring when you're down 2. I know I talked to chat there for a second, and I wasn't maybe fully focused, but that was just a goal that Atomik just didn't take, right? So he's just forfeiting the best of 5? I mean, he could have got a goal there and could have tried to get one more, but CRR looks to be the better player today. He has been really frustrating to play. I mean, I'm not the one playing against him, but you can just tell that when you never get to get anything going because the defensive positioning from your opponent is so solid and the challenges and fake challenges are exactly what the doctor ordered, it can be really tough to play against. And I imagine, not fun to play against when you can't find any offense. So CRR gonna sweep him. Takes Atomik down. GG's from both these guys. 3-0 for CRR continues to hold it down for Spain.